Welcome everybody. Today we're back on ACC again as usual. Today we got a replay instead of me driving one directly, so there's no live play right now, but there's going to be a replay. It is because I went out in a public lobby with a mate of mine. I qualified as first, and I thought really nothing of it. We're just going to do this for fun. So we're going to go see what's up, and I'll talk your way through what happened and what I was thinking at that time. So let's do this. Off we go. We're driving. We're in a different perspective, so you guys can see it. So you can see the steering wheel. Looks a bit more fun. Normally you would see me steering, but you know I'm not doing anything. So I'm talking to my buddy here, and I was like, "Well, good luck, guy." And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna start from the back." So I was like, "All right, starting from the back. You know what? No worries. I'll start here as well then. You know, I'll start from the back. I may have qualified first, but all right, let's do it." So I let everybody go past. McLaren's going to go past, and then my buddy is right there behind me. So we are 23rd, I think, out of the 24. So off we go. Green light. Absolutely. I was just thinking about it. I thought nothing of it. So we just start off. It's going to be some carnage, just a tiny bit. You know, it's a public lobby. There's always going to be carnage, as you can tell. Oh, we go past here. We gain 4. It's always lovely. Up to turn 2. We're going to go on the outside. I noticed that the guys at the end were quite slow because we put on a very bad time. And I think we did like a 1:24.5 for qualifying. So we got first by half a second. So not great. So I knew that the bottom part was not going to be as great. So here I tried to go past the Lambo. Lambo decides, nah. Take to the grass, good sir. So we took to the grass. Well, doesn't matter. We'll keep going, right? I give him a little, hey, a bit unfair, but oh well. I'm not gonna retaliate because you know, he probably is gonna kill himself or kill someone else, and then we'll get him. Up on the inside, see that there is an opening. We see that the Audi is giving me slide room, so we're gonna go past here. And if you look in the mirror slightly, yeah, there's death. The Audi just goes off, and then apparently he collects a few because my buddy tells me there's some death behind me. So I was like, all right, not sure where we are right now. Would be nice to none of us. Seems to take good lines. Nothing much going on. I'm still talking to my buddy. How is he doing? You know, how's your race going? What I'm at right now, and he was slowly carving through the field as well. So we're both carving through the field. We're driving on TCA here, ABS3. I have to say, at the front, there wasn't as much carnage as I thought there would be. I expected a lot more carnage to be in a public lobby. We are in the JL Motorsport ones. There is a public lobby you can join. There is always, if you join any of their servers, even if they're empty, it will fill up. They're really good service. Just be careful, because like that BMW, there is going to be some, you know, some incidents. We're slowly carving through the fields. Get another one there, just freebies, because people just drive over the track. Lovely dragging the Ferrari. Let's see if we can look at a beautiful view for this. There we go. Lovely drag after the Ferrari up to the next braking point. Corner. Nice and easy. There is nothing to worry about. We're just going to follow up. Let's have a quick peek where we are. Where are we? We are 8th. Not bad. We're doing good. So we started at the back and we're 8th already. So we still got a lot to do. So he's number 7. I'm just not trying to lunge every corner. I'm waiting for their little mistake like this. He made a mistake, I'm going for it. I'm not trying to lunge every single corner, because if we do that, we're going to lose on both ends. He's going to lose time, I'm going to lose time. It's just no need. Just, you know, find your times and go past him. Well, we're up in 7th right now, so not bad. 7th, up to the first turn. I was struggling a tiny bit with the first turn, as you can tell. So it wasn't great. I had a lot of pain driving that night, but I wanted to drive anyway, so. You know, when your buddies ask you to drive with them, you get in the car and you drive with them. But up in front, we can see 6. So, I'm going to try and push forward, see what we can do. It's, as you can tell, we were struggling with some turns here and there. Sometimes she felt like she was gripping really, really well, and then other times she was not gripping whatsoever. So it was a bit of an odd race, but it felt good. I had fun, right? So we take a turn perfectly, come out wide, on the brakes here. cut in. You can go over the grass here, and you can go quite wide on the outside. Just don't go too far wide because then you die. Up, cut in heavily here. Let's see if we do it right. Well, that was a bit of a meh corner. I was like, when I hit about 7th, 6th, so if we go past the guy, I noticed that I was putting pressure on myself to see how far I could go. Because if I can get to maybe 3rd, that would be great. You know, so we're still 7th, coming over the lap. We've just got a lot of time left, not a problem. Here we go, just following all the way through. You can tell that the guy in front of us went slightly wide. Not really far because there's no dust up, but he went wide enough to probably have slightly dirty tires. So we're on the way. We see it. It's an Aston Martin. I think it's an Aston. Shall we do a quick peek what it is? We're already 5th. I don't know how we got 5th, but we got 5th. So someone must have gone into the pit and done his pit thing. So we're 5th. So in front of us we got 4th. So, all right. I'm not complaining. We are 4th. I do wish that the replay would have like a little tiny bar next to it so you can see your HUD, like you know, your standings. I don't know if there's standings. If anybody knows if there's standings in replay, let me know, because I never use replay, as I really like to do a live commentary, because when I do live commentary there is a lot more talking, and I talk about what I go through and what I'm thinking at the breaking points and all that kind of stuff. I can remember most things of what I did, but mostly I was just talking crap with my body, and we're talking about, you know, the deaths and the sliding, and, you know, certain parts of the track being slippery and certain parts being very grippy. So up we go. For some reason he takes the inside line. I'm not too sure what the Aston was doing there. Bit of an interesting line. He goes wide here, which gives us a better run out, which instantly puts the pressure on him because I'm coming in, and he's going to see a car that was rather small become rather big. Up on the outside of him, we're going to see if we can pull it out. No, we're going to pull. There we go. The old switcheroo. I remember being very happy about that move, because all we did was get on the side of him and he runs deep on the braking, and that's it. Old switcheroo, and we're done. The new switcheroo. I don't know why it's called the old switcheroo. Something about it. Tell me in the comments. I really don't know. Alright. So, that was 4th. So, we should be 4th now. You know, that's normally how it works. You go past number 4 and you become 4th. It's kind of a funny thing to ask, you know. When you ask people that don't really watch racing or anything, you say you're 5th, and you're driving behind the 4th guy, and you overtake him. What are you? A lot of people went to 3rd. Because they just count down, right? 5, 4, 3. But yeah, if you overtake 4th, then you become 4th. So not a shabby race. We're doing all right. Lexus seemed to have gone wide there. Maybe a bit of dirty tires in the next turn, but it's quite the long run, because we're on Brands Hatch. So Brands Hatch is probably one of my more favorite tracks, and I think my buddies as well, because if I find out he's racing or we're gonna race, we end up mostly in Brands Hatch anyways. I don't really drive Brands Hatch on my own that much, but when I'm with them, it's Brands Hatch. And I don't mind, because it's probably one of my favorite tracks. I think Laguna Seca is really, really good. Not so much with the Mercedes, but it's a good track. And yeah, the Mercedes doesn't feel as fast around here as the McLaren does. The McLaren here is absolutely bloody quick, like absolutely ridiculously quick. Here we flash our lights real quick, just to let them know, hey buddy, we're on the way to you now. You're next. Please move aside or give me a good fight, as I prefer people to fight for the position than... Oh dear. Well, we went down to 2nd, so we went wide. You'd normally go through there in 3rd. Yeah, I like to let people know that, you know, when I come in and I know that I'm way, way faster than them, I always give them a little tap of the flashing lights, just to let them know that I'm coming, and I will do everything in my power to get past them. It doesn't mean that I'm going to ram them off the road. That's not how I drive. Off we go. Lexus had a bit of a problem there. He caught the corner a tiny bit too much. And if I'm right, well, that could be a back marker, or that could be... Yeah, that's a back marker right there, because we saw the blue flag on the right-hand side. So we got back marker. He moves over very, very nicely. You don't see that often. And we jump on the inside. Keep it tight on the apex. Very tight. We keep it very, very tight. We give enough room for the Lexus, but as you can tell, the Lexus backed off and he wanted nothing to do with us. He was like, you know what? I'm just going to let you go. You have fun. Not my problem. So that should have been... was that third? I'm not really good at this stuff. I wish you could tell somewhere instead of doing, you know, cheeks. Let's have a quick peek. No, apparently we're second. Wasn't there a Honda in front of us somewhere? Right, so the Honda must have died or left. Because I don't see a Honda anymore. Alright, we're second. We knew this. Of course we knew this. Ha! Of course we knew that we were second. Alright, second. So that's first, right up there, the McLaren. This is, for me, where the fun started. Because I was, compared his fastest lap to my fastest lap, I was about half a second quicker than him. But every single time I got close to him, I started making mistakes. I noticed the dirty air, and also the pressure of me to go past number one. Because we started at the back, it would be quite the feat to, you know, get him. But I wanted to make it right, you know, do it properly. So he's quite far up ahead. So we're going to go and we're going to see if we can close the gap. I don't know how long it takes. Oh, we went wide. That's a wonderful line there. You know, bit dirty tires when we're turning around there. There we go. Up we go. So we know he's there. So let's see if we... he's about, what, 3 seconds in front maybe? 2 seconds? 3 seconds? I think? I don't know. Just guessing now. Who's good at guessing? Guess your number. I don't see him anymore, so... maybe 2 seconds? It's very hard to guess, right? So he's gone through the turn there. And he was driving very well. I didn't really see him make any mistakes or whatsoever. So I was... you know, I had to really do my best to not make mistakes and get close to him. Because he's going for it, as you can tell. He does not want to lose that spot. Of course, you've seen my name come closer and closer and closer and overtake every single time there was someone behind him. I was getting closer, so he knows I'm there. He will also look in his mirror and go, that AMG may have come from somewhere that I did not see him come from. But if he paid attention, he would have seen that we were P1. We just dropped back to see what we could do. My buddy, I have no clue where he is right now. He is driving somewhere, having fun. I know he was having some trouble and people running him off the road and everything. Oh, we got a back marker in front of us, boys. Is this back marker gonna let us pass? We got a bit deep there on the braking. And so we're gonna come up, and I don't want to crash into him. He gives us a room. Look at that. Bit of a scary place to give room, but room nonetheless, right? And I can't complain. If you're in a public lobby and the back marker actually moves aside for you or gives you room to do what you're doing, there is, yeah. That doesn't happen often. That does not happen often. Alright, shall we skip forward and see if something happens? Let's skip. Right, coming up to lap 12. Here we go. We got closer, as you can tell. Magic. We just got, out of nowhere, we got closer. It's magic. So lap 12. We're going after him. I make a mistake here. I go wide. We take some dirt. Not good. He's going to get some room. He's going to be happy to see that. I got some dirty tires, but he makes a mistake there and goes very wide for some reason. Maybe he was watching his mirrors to see if I went off or that I made a mistake or anything. As you can tell with my steering inputs as well, it's not as smooth anymore as it was before. And one, I was starting to really struggle with my arms. I had a lot of aching in my arms and my legs that day, so I was starting to notice that at the end of towards the end of the race, I'm really struggling to turn the wheel. And you would think, well, how the hell? Yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me. I was just struggling to turn the wheel, and it was getting really hard for me to turn the wheel. So we're struggling with to turn the wheel, but we're close, right? We can see him. We can really, really see him. He went very wide there, but I don't think he went off the track. So we're trying just to close it in, slowly but surely, trying to close it in. Bit of oversteer. Coming up to the turn. It's like I said, he was driving really, really well. Absolute wonderful player. We're trying just to make as limited amount of mistakes, because every single lap I was about 2 to 3 tenths quicker. Except when we got close, like right now, and then we were almost around the same speed, but I just came in. Oh, he made a slight mistake and he slowed down. He's going to go for the outside, I guess. We're going to go in. Ooh, it's not going to go well. Oh, and we tap. That is not fair, but we stop. I didn't want to take him that way. I didn't expect it because he kind of weaved. Let's see that in the back. We'll just rewind. If you look here, the gentleman turns to the right, then comes to the left to go for the line again. So I thought he was going to stay wide. I come in, I dive. He didn't expect it, and he closes the door. That was just a gap that was going to disappear, kind of on me. Not his fault. But I didn't want to win that way, so I let it go. Let him regain the position, and we continue around the same distance we were before. So no harm, no foul, right? I did apologize at the end of the race for that tap, and he said it's absolutely not a problem. It happens. Ooh, no, BMW. What are you doing there? BMW just inspecting the barriers. Probably a high-speed barrier checker. High-speed barrier repairman. Yeah, that's it. Right, off we go again. So the hunt is on because I think we have around 2 laps left. So this lap and maybe one more. So we need to push. And as you can tell, I'm pushing too much. He's pushing too much. We're both pushing too much. I had a slight damage. I think I had 0.6 of a second of a damage, which is not a lot. You won't notice that too much. But I hope he didn't have much more damage. But he did say that, ooh, wow, BMW. I think he wanted to get on back in the track, saw that we were coming and moved over to the side. So very good back markers in this public lobby. Oh, we got really close to his rear here. Really close. If we can get a good run, we might be able to make a move onto turn 1. I don't like making moves on turn 1 because it's dangerous. But we'll see. We're going to go as far as we're outside. On the brakes, very late, but a bit too late. He has a better line. Coming out. Yeah, that's all right. He's going to go for the defensive line. Comes over to the left. Does the same thing he did a lap ago. But this time, we fling it next to him. We put it right next, and there we go. We're right past him now. Now, we need to keep this lead. If we don't keep the lead, yeah. Right, so here, bit of a mistake, not a good line, and look at him, there he is. Just lurking in my mirror, looking for an opening. I went really late in the brakes here. I was struggling and nervous and excited and, well, everything you can think of. So we have a race on our hand because he is close by, and that McLaren is quick. Like, look, I'm just getting closer and closer. But he's going to go for the sides. I cut it off. Well, I don't really cut it off. I just went to my apex, and I felt like it was possible to, because of course we see a different mirror than I saw, and we could do it. Oh, he went a bit wide there. So now we just need to make sure that we don't make a mistake and go wide or go off the track and do anything silly. And there you go. I think he's about 0.3 behind us now. I think I make almost a mistake here because for some reason the last sign was gone. So yeah, we go very late on the brake here. Because the last sign was gone, and I was like, oh god, the brake marker is gone. We got a yellow flag up ahead, so someone is waiting for the finish, and boom, there you go. Absolute amazing race. So we're just going to pause it right there. He flashes his light just for a, you know, thank you for the race. He really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Let's have a look. So we ended up in P1. Very, very happy with him. Mr. Kral. He was also very happy. He said it was a very good race. Thank you for the race. It was awesome. And my body got 7th in the end with a bit of damage. I think he had quite a lot of damage, actually. And yeah, we picked up P1 with it. It was probably the best race I've ever had in ACC. Over 900 hours in this game. And I think this is the best race I've ever had. And it was in a public lobby, which I never thought would happen. It kind of looks a bit less exciting on the replay. But for me, while driving this one, it was absolutely amazing. I was hyped, I was excited, and it's just a game, but my god, I was super excited. So, a bit of a different video for today, where we have a replay. Not really my thing. I'm probably not going to do this too often, but sometimes you just have a race that you want to show, and this was one of them. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please do hit the subscribe button and hit the like, and hopefully we'll have another video later on this week. So, thanks for watching. You'll have a good one. Ciao, ciao.